got a slick ride for y'all today. This is 71 Chevy Camaro SS 396 or 402. Bad girl, 4-speed, original color combo, original drivetrain. Come take a walk with me. This is newly available. Golly, paint is slick. This is code 75, Cranberry Red. Slick as can be. Factory SS car. We've got that big old air dam downstairs. The chrome on that bumper looks fabulous and it's nice and level. The gaps on this cowl hood look sharp, as do them stripes. I really, really dig this generation Camaro. Everyone loves on the 60s, the 69. Talk to me about a 70 through 73. These things are sweet. And back in 71, due to the success and the familiarity with the 396, they were very loved. They actually upped the displacement to 402. However, they dressed all these down and badged them as a 396. But if you want to get technical, it really has a few more cubes. This car is factory equipped with power disc brakes and nothing more. It's a driver's car. It's got a 4-speed behind it and a nice Posi track rear gear. We have the original trim tag present up on the cowl, showing this as a factory SS car built in Norwood. And one thing pretty interesting about this car, it is one of the last 71 Camaros ever built. They had a strike in 1970 and that pushed these deep into August. Generally, they'd be building 72s in August. So it's kind of special for that. Additionally, there's only 1,500 big block SS Camaros, and that includes both automatic and 4-speeds. So if you crunch the numbers, there is only a few hundred of these cars ever to be built in this configuration. That beautiful spoiler, sexy blacked out tail panel, dual exhaust, looking all good and sharp. Come around to the passenger side, we got some sharp BFG tires on those SS style wheels. Essentially, this is a good surviving car that has been repainted and mechanically reconditioned. Let's check out the interior now. Wow, door opens nice and smooth. Looks like we got new seals, new rubber bump stops. The door edge is crispy clean. Sill plates look good. The door jamb looks very good. And the rest of the interior in here is very original. Aside from a carpet, the seat covers, the console, the instruments, the steering wheel, all original components. We've got speedo running up to 150 miles per hour. We've got a tach with a 7,000 RPM red line, gauge for fuel, amp meter. We have an analog clock, which appears to be sitting still, and a coolant temp gauge. Down here, they've removed the original radio and replaced it with a newer Sony. This has AM, FM, aux, and USB hookup, which you can conveniently charge your phone with. Below that, we have the numbers matching M21 Muncie 4-speed. Like the little shift plate here. And not much inside the glove box here. There's a call up for a water pump replacement in 79, a few other scribbles I can't read, and reminding us that the rear gear is a 373. Inside of here, not much else to look at. And this baby has the original belts in it, actually. Pretty cool. This is a shoulder belt car also. Seat backs look good. Carpet in the rear looks nice as well. Inner cards are in good shape. Sail panels look good. Headliner, that might be original too. That looks pretty good. And the dome lamp, I don't know if the video is going to catch it. It is on. I see the bulb in there. It's just very dim. I'll look into that for you. I think I can make that good. My original belts back here with the date code. I do see a split in the bottom of this rear seat. Might be able to needle and thread that back together and make it look a whole lot better. A couple of new speakers in the package tray, but rather good for an original interior. And I do see the date codes on these shoulder belts as well. I'm gonna call it out here in this video. The dash is warped. Good news, just behind me, I've got a brand new one. Been waiting on that baby for 2 weeks. Don't fret, we'll have the new one installed for you by the time this gets brought to your door. We've just been waiting on that part for a little bit. And if you don't want us to put it in there, sweet, we'll just take it back out and put this one back in. That'd be fun. I'm not sure what we're listening to, but it's coming out the speakers clearly. Gearbox feels nice, going down through the gears, good and easy. Speedo working, tack working, coolant temp beginning to warm up. Batteries are charging. Fuel gauge is mighty low. That'll be all right. Every once in a while, the car's just so smooth, I forget what we're even doing. This car feels nice. Clutch feels good. The engagement's just where you like it, and I think all of you would agree. Wow. That's good power. This thing has a nice free-flowing exhaust. I believe it's all TIG welded, has a nice bunch of mandrel bends flowing into some MagnaFlow mufflers. Now these SS cars are similarly equipped to the Z28s. They got that F41 suspension pack, they got some sway bars. They handle the road nicely. And in addition, we got the nice air dam, the tail spoiler. Not that we're going fast enough to really be needing downforce, but this car does happen to have it, which is cool. Now we're rolling here at 55 miles an hour. There's no vibrations, everything feels good and smooth. Takes the turns lovely. We'll roll into third here. That feels good. If you want to know anything more about this car, drop us a line. I'll leave all the information below. The number for you, it's 248-714-2110. Also, too, if you want to drop us an email, that's another good way to reach us. It's inquiry@LaFontaineClassicCars.com. All that information will be down in the description of this video, along with the link. That link is mighty important. That'll take you over to the full listing on our website, where we put up 100+ pictures all around this pretty car. Pictures up underneath it, close-ups under the hood, you name it, we got it. Thank you again for watching. I have fun. We'll see y'all soon.